Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and the New York Giants.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson, and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Should be a wet one, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Side.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 319, after that. Go.
Right back to Tinton. Past midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 22 yards.
22 yards, the pickup there. And that will be a 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here we go. Out. 319, after that. Right.
Fields from the pistol. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down.
1st down,
58, that. Right.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up 1st and goal.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 319, after that. Chip clear. Sit high.
Tootin. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Here we go. Good. Back.
This is fighting for the marker. He loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Shamrocks are out to an early 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
First carry from David Montgomery. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
32-yard line.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Okay, ready?
Now a 3rd and 2.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Bronco 80.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
So it's 3rd down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Come on. Set. Ready.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Flush to his right. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Ready.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10.
60 by. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to take it all the way. Electric moment on the return for touchdown. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Shamrocks move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the shake. Steady. Steady.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Daniels going to give this forward to the receiver. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready, set. Here we go, set.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Downfield for Njoku. That is hard. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big-time play out of the G-men. 36 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. To throw is Daniels. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on fourth down. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Fields operating out of the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. Go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field.
44-yard line.
On the set. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. Strike. 19, Charger. 9.
Daniels now going to look to throw. On the run to the right. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Check.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. In motion comes Thomas.
319. Go.
This drive begins with a run by Chooton. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hey, number one, Monday. Hey, 319. Matter. Hey, 10. Set.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
In motion comes Thomas. Fields from the gun on third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A gain there of 20. That's enough for a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? 3-19. 19. Go.
On the ground. Here's 2. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Angel. Here we go. You good. 58. Who is that?
In motion comes Thomas.
Stay high.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Shamrocks. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
Makes the score Shamrocks 24, Giants nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 49.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
79 Broncos. Come on.
Daniels now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
70 line. Trap 60. Ready.
Throwing is Daniels. He's going to try it here again. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, Not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and nip.
That one, taken in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Giants. It's his third touchdown on the year. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead. And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40.
Up, here we go. Good night.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
13 yards.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
13 yards. First down, San Diego.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Here we go, son. Sit high.
First down. Fields. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that will lead to a second down.
Hey, here we go.
In motion comes Thomas.
Go.
Fields now on second down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, San Diego. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Shamrocks add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Oh, he's got it room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
Ready,
First and 10 now from the 36.
Seven Pirates, go!
Throwing now, Daniels. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So you take the field as a defense and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage and falls incomplete.
Daniels to throw on second down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Chris Boswell.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Like it. Ready.
Now it's the Michigan man, Donovan Edwards. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Panther 11.
Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Jack.
They'll run. It's Tootin. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Don't jump. Ready? Jack.
Another run here with Tootin. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
To throw is Fields, and that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Here we go. Green 19. Right.
They'll go. Tootin.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move them, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
2 yards on the play. First down, Shamrock.
Here we go, Ty. Green 19, can I see that?
Hill brought in motion.
Tonight.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Green 19, get that. Right.
That's caught left side by Pitts. To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Shamrocks. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Shamrocks will add one more onto their big lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one.
The Giants
the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Howard to throw here on first down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
They're going on fourth down. Howard. That's taken in, and he will have a Giants first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
First down.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. One more time for Montgomery. There he goes, inside the 30. What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
To throw it on first down is Howard. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Second down, Montgomery. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 7.
Here's Howard. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
That's another Giants first down. First down and goal to go.
Montgomery, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Hop, go. Set, go.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit.
14.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Here we go. Good.
In motion comes Thomas. They'll send a man in motion left.
Go.
On the give, it's 2. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 319. Right to that. Right.
Fields from the pistol. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
San Diego, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Chip slant. Right.
They try and run the option left. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Incomplete.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, son. Right.
Pistol snap back to Fields. He's going to tuck it and go. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Line of scrimmage is the 15.
Don't jump.
It's
Ready?
1st and 10.
Right.
Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 1.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
San Diego, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58. Go.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, San Diego. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Shamrocks add on to their already sizable lead.
Giants, 14. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Howard. Off route, right side, taken by Njoku. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
15 yards. And the Giants first down.
Here's Montgomery. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Second down, it's Howard. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. Track.
Run over center now with Chewton. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Facial, Chewton. Touchdown, Shamrocks. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Third
down and 9.
Set. 70 Lions.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go, set.
To the air, Howard. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On second down, Howard. Left side, he's got Njoku. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And the Giants first down.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Rolling right, downfield for Njoku. That is brought in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Howard. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for two.
The Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
Howard to throw again. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Scott.
Hand off. It's Tootin. Oh, yeah. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards.
It's a gain of 42 yards. And the San Diego first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So, it's a win for our visitors. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.